It's a nice brisk cold morning here in southern Utah, but one of the most exciting days of the year. I get to finally test the EXT REA MX. This shock is the big brother to the EXT Arma MX that came for the Light Bee and Talarias. Very exciting. It's got a lot of the same features, the hydraulic bottom out control, high speed and low speed compression, and rebound. So I know it's going to transform this bike. I'm just excited to get that out there on the dirt and do this. So I'm going to get geared up and we'll get after it. I have been waiting for this day the moment I got a Surron Ultra Bee. To be able to put the EXT REA MX shock on this bike has just fixed so many issues that I have previously had with it. I wish that I had this shock during the Red Bull TKO event, but stoked that it's finally come, and I can't tell you how confidence inspiring it was to have suspension underneath me that I knew exactly how it was going to perform the moment I hopped on the bike.
Yeah, this shock is taking everything. Oh, it feels amazing so far.
So normally when I'm riding the bike and I'm trying to review a specific product, I'm talking while I'm riding. In this case, it was very difficult to do that simply because I entered a flow state almost immediately as I got on this bike, and it was just so stoked on how things were reacting underneath me. The only thing that I cared about doing was charging as hard as I could. If you guys ever make it out to southern Utah and want to ride one of the gnarliest trails out there, this is one of them. It is incredible. There's a lot of exposure all around you, so be cognizant of that, but it is amazing to get out here and test your skills. And for me, it's a true test of, what good suspension is. And to get out here on the EXT REA shock and feel immediately at home, feel like I know exactly how it's going to react underneath me was amazing, because I could go and push the terrain as hard as I physically could myself and be confident in doing something like that. Typically when you ride the edge, they call it riding the edge because you feel like you're going to crash quite often. I feel like I was riding the edge in terms of this is the fastest I have ever ridden this trail, but I never felt like I was going to crash or lose control. So that's something that's just incredible about what EXT was able to accomplish straight out of the box. Typically it takes thousands and thousands of dollars to send your suspension in and get it tuned to exactly how you want it to react, but I didn't even have these clickers adjusted exactly where I know that I want them, and the shock just reacted incredibly to the terrain. So I'm very excited to just make a few clicker adjustments and really get it dialed in and feel what it's going to accomplish. It was amazing that throughout this entire hard charge that I put on, as the shock heated up, it never lost its dampening, and that is something that the stock KKE shock just goes through immediately. I mean, within the first couple minutes, as soon as that shock heats up, it doesn't feel anywhere close to what it was, and it just feels like it's collapsing underneath you. EXT, I had no complaints with how it felt throughout this entire thing. as it heated up, it never changed. It was hard to tell that it heated up until after I hopped off the bike and I touched it. And I was like, whoa, yeah, this thing's pretty hot. I had to stop and take a second to make sure I didn't pinch flat. I hit a gnarly square edge right on the front tire. I felt that one in my bones, so I had to make sure the bike was all good. But as soon as it was, I carried on, and upcoming is a pretty awesome whoop section. You can just kind of go all out and push as hard as you want and hope for the best. So very exciting. The sun did get in my face right here, but I turn out of that and then it's game on. So I'm gonna let you guys enjoy.
Coming in hot.
Alright, just got done with one of the most epic days that I've ever had on this bike. I don't even have my settings dialed in, and I feel extremely comfortable already. My suggestion is just to put all of your settings kind of in the center. I like to personally run a slower rebound, so that's what I did today. Is I kind of centered everything out, and I ran a slow rebound on it. And honestly, it's hard to say what I want to change at the moment, just because everything already feels so much better. So we'll keep on testing and tuning, and I'm sure once I get it to that just perfectly dialed point, I'm going to be that much more stoked. But in the meantime, I don't have any complaints about it. It's done exactly what I want it to on the trails, and I've never, like I said before, been this comfortable on this bike. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be getting 25 of these shocks for the first initial batch, and then it might be another couple months out, so be sure to get on that as soon as possible. I'm sure that it's going to be going live on the website at the exact same time as this video, so as soon as you watch this, if you're convinced and you want one, swing on over and get it, because they won't last too long. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us a lot to understand what's going on with you guys and push our videos out to more people, so highly appreciate that. And yeah, if you got any questions, just comment them below. We'll get them answered.